How to ruin a character? Well, for start, we have to ask ourselves a question. How can we even ruin a character? There are many ways to ruin a certain character, but this character is specifically ruined by the fans of the series. If you still don't know what I'm talking about Natsuki Subaru from an isekai called Re:Zero, and I just want to say I'm not a hater. This is one of my favorite shows of all time. I highly recommend you watching it. But I wanted to talk about this whole situation about him and kinda explain it. So let's start into that.
Her name is Lola, she was a showgirl, but that was 30 years ago, when they used to have a show, now it's a disco, but not the Lola.
It's March 2023. The first trailer for Season 3 has just dropped and everyone is really excited about it. It was mainly because we didn't even know Season 3 was in production, because show wasn't really popular after Season 2. It wasn't really underground either, but we didn't think it was popular enough to get Season 3. So when the trailer just dropped out of nowhere, we were really excited about it. We didn't have a date in that trailer, but we were still very excited about it. Now it's 2024, a whole year without any updates on Season 3. The fans has been complaining on how tired they are from waiting and from the lack of information they are giving us. And suddenly they are giving us a new trailer out of nowhere with information that Season 3 will be split into two parts. First part would air in 2024 and second part would air sometimes in 2025. They also stated how each part on its own would have only 8 episodes, meaning that Season 3 in total would have only 16 episodes. Many fans were really disappointed about that, and that was because originally they told us that Season 3 would have more than 30 episodes, because it was supposed to have both Arc 5 and Arc 6 in it. But studio said they wanted to focus more on the Arc 6, and that would be its own season. That season being Season 4, which is airing next year, and the season I am personally most excited about. Now, a few months later, Re:Zero Season 3 Part 1 is finally out. Now, for the Part 1 of the Season 3 itself, it was adapted really good by studio. The animation was really clean, and the build-up for Part 2 of Season 3 was also done really nice, but as always the content from light novel was cut out, but it wasn't that important at least, so the fans really didn't mind it, but overall it was a very good part. Now that Part 1 was over, and while we were waiting for Part 2, Re:Zero has gained a lot of new fans, and most people were really excited that the show is finally getting the fame it deserves. A lot of new fans has been glazing the if routes, especially the great if routes, and I will explain later why that's really bad. Now it's 2025. Season 3 Part 2 is finally over. The show has been more popular than ever. It has gained many fans, but not just the good ones, but the weird ones as well. Now, this is where the problem starts.
The Re:Zero community cannot go lower than what it is right now. Because why am I seeing posts like top MCs in fiction having grief Subaru at number 1? Like, this is the current state of the Re:Zero fandom. We got the if routes are better than the main story commenters. We got the I understand it now edits, which spam so much Iwamushi art that people start thinking it's the official illustrations from the light novels. And I swear to God, every other edit in Re:Zero is so goddamn corny for no reason. They all spam the same audio that says I died over 100 million times, and then make things like this monstrosity. Or if they are trying to make an edit of the main routes, half of the fan arts they use are from the ifs. And then don't forget about the anime versus light novel posts, which have Subaru in the anime, and then Subaru in the light novel being a bunch of random if route art. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the if routes. I think they're pretty cool. But when it comes to the point where this is the only thing you guys talk about, it becomes pretty corny, and this is only exacerbated by the Re:Zero community's horrendous fake reader epidemic.
Now that's where the problem is. A lot of fans has been just talking about if routes and nothing else. They're not talking about the writing, they're not talking about characters, nothing just about some corny ass stuff. Also, there is another problem that a lot of fans has been also overglazing the main route. They are always toxic, no matter what. They're basically like Goku fans saying Goku solos, but he's just saying that Subaru solos in writing any character in fiction, which I thought it was pretty fun at first, but now it just became toxic and annoying. And now a lot of people actually really hate the show and the fandom, which is also really stupid and sad. Which is really sad to think about, since a lot of people in the future are maybe interested in the show, but if this is the only content that this fandom is giving, then obviously they're not gonna get into it. They're just gonna think it's corny and for little kids, and that's all there is. And one last thing, I think Who is Ram and the stairs scene jokes are pretty overused. They were funny at first, but now it's just mostly annoying. Well, I may be wrong. Who is Ram? That one is really annoying. It's not funny anymore. But the stairs scene jokes, it can be funny. I can't lie. I laugh at it too. And that's all I wanted to say. And thank you for listening until the end if you did. And that would be all. Yeah, bye.